Hello, friends. Hello once again. Time is flying already. We're almost at the end of March. Wow, wow. Um, yeah, this is things have been kind of crazy. I have to be honest. I haven't actually watched a whole lot of stuff recently, but that's okay. I've been real busy in the yard. Took down a big hawthorn tree with the family. That's taken us 3 weeks to do. And finally got that taken care of. Oh my gosh, thank you. And man, we just been killing it. Just been there's so much work and so many things that are happening and going on, and stuff's just busy. And to be honest with you, I'm kind of falling behind just a little bit in watching movies. The outside is beckoning me. It's like 50. What was it? I think it was it. No, 48 degrees. I think is what it's today. Almost 50 degrees today. Not quite. It's nice. The weather's nice. The sun's been shining the last 3 days, and I'm just totally like, let's get spring on the go and get some stuff planted, ready to go for the garden and that sort of thing. So, but today I'm going to review something a little different on my channel. This is a documentary. I don't do documentaries very often here, but this is very interesting and very well done. Found this a while back at the Dollar Tree. This is called OJ, Made in America. This is quite intriguing, actually. It's not exactly what I thought it was. It's in a DVD case, but it has 3 discs here that are DVD, and then the 2 discs in the back are the same thing that's on these, except on Blu-ray. And so disc 1, disc 2, and it is very interesting. So there's 6 parts, I believe, in total. I think there were 6. I lost track. And each part is about an hour, I guess. And it really goes all the way back to O.J. Simpson, the early years, the very, very beginning with O.J. and he's in high school and he wants to play football, and really what it is he just wants to be famous. He wants to make a name that people. He wants a legacy. People remember this name, and he good at football. He was absolutely amazing. Well, he ended up doing some stuff and going through this process and everything. So the second episode was really kind of about LA, Los Angeles, and the LA riots that were going on at the time period. Remember, this is like the 60s, so there was a lot happening with racism and the black movement, and just a lot was going on. A lot of stuff was happening, and O.J. Simpson was very much about himself and his career, and didn't want to do anything to jeopardize his career. He is O.J. Simpson. Politics wasn't his thing. He didn't care about race, and he didn't see himself as being a black person. As a matter of fact, if you walk through his home all those years before the thing that happened, which I'll get into in a minute, it was all you would never be able to tell, like the pictures on the wall. You'd never be able to tell that a black man lived there. There was very few pictures of black people. Most of them were white. A lot of his friends, that kind of stuff. And O.J. Simpson didn't view himself at the time as being any race. It wasn't. He's O.J. Simpson. His whole world was all about O.J. Simpson and a legacy, and he is who he is, and you take him for who he is. And then you start on with he had domestic violence issues with his wife, and she tried getting away a few different times, and that just that didn't seem to work. And they had kids together, so she kept going back because of the kids and trying to she loved him. She cared about him, and she really tried to do everything she could to protect him. And then finally enough was enough, and she's like, you know what, the abuse has got to stop. And she had to get away, and she divorced him. She left, and he really kind of went down that off the radar road, stalking her, watching every move, paying people to stalk her. I mean, it was just craziness, absolute craziness. And it just kind of walks you through the whole thing, and it just screams that he was the murderer. I mean, it screamed that he was a murderer. But certain things didn't add up. The documentary really kind of goes into how they believe that maybe like the gloves were planted, blood on his vehicle, all these kind of, like he was staged or set up. And then when you go into court, they decide that they want to play the race card, and they start playing the race card. And it was very intriguing and very interesting to watch. All these years, you know, he was one of the best football players, you know, of his time. Something like was it first person or first black person or something like that to run 2,000 yards, I think is what it was, in a season or something. I mean, this guy was really good at what he did. And yeah, so anyways, really good documentary. And for $1.25 on Blu-ray and DVD, you really couldn't go wrong. It was definitely interesting. I really enjoyed it, and it was kind of nice to go back in time, because I remember, you know, I was a kid and I remember watching the O.J. Simpson, you know, white Suburban. I mean, my whole childhood after that, I could never look at the white Suburbans ever again. As a matter of fact, I'm really surprised that, like, he didn't get sued for using a white Suburban by the company. Because I'll tell you, I didn't want to get caught dead in one. And I had a friend of mine who bought one, and I was like, you know, that everyone sees that and they think O.J. Simpson. I mean, you sure? But, you know, it was kind of interesting to relive. And I learned a lot of stuff. I didn't know a whole lot about O.J. Simpson before the whole murder and everything. I just didn't know a whole lot about it. It wasn't until late, you know, until now that I'm realizing how good of a football player he was. So, which is really kind of interesting. So there was a lot going on. I said a lot today. Sorry. Anyways, I want to say thank you so much for joining me. Just kind of a little weird one, I guess. Something a little different. But yeah, a little weird one here. I'm going to go into my next few here that I'm going to do. Reviews are going to be more along the lines of religion. So if that's not your cup of tea, then I will see you here in 3 or 4 days. But I just, trust me, you'll like it, I think. So, but I just want to give you a heads up, you know, that's where I'm going, and I'm kind of excited. Be honest with you, I have seen a lot of really good Christian-based movies recently, and wow, talk about wholesome and family-friendly and just amazing. So I will be covering those here in the next day or so, so stay tuned for that. If you're new to my channel, I do want to invite you to hit that big red button down below and become a subscriber. You know, just check out our channel and that sort of thing. So until next time, my friends, I'm going to get out of here. Y'all, have yourselves a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, bye for now.